She brings you a small little box with a dark, like, ring in it. It's just like,
None of this is magical.
Yeah, give me a moment. Oh, right, also, bag.
Bag.
Yeah, open the bag up real quick again.
Sure.
You opened the bag again.
You wanna say
Okay.
hi to the skeleton?
The skeleton is gone.
wait, what?
Huh?
Oh,
Skeleton
Huh?
is gone.
I think
Oh.
there's a skeleton in there.
Yeah, there was a skeleton in there.
Who
What?
cleaned out the closet?
she looks in.
Wait, where did my bones go? What?
What do you mean the bones are gone?
The bones are gone!
You had bones?
What?
She opens the bag, looks down, sweating, panicking. The bones are gone.
Hold on a second. Hang on. Carla's gonna look
Everyone
inside.
check your belongings. There must be some around here.
Checking in real quick just to see if there's anything.
Is the tiny traces in the crab and the little fish in a ball, which are just animal souls. The crab having a crab soul and the fish having a fish soul.
Fish and a crab soul, but nothing about a skeleton.
Skeleton didn't hear us talking about it, did it?
Wait, I can set down an offering.
She takes the knee pads off that look like skeleton knees. Drops it in.
I forgot you were wearing those.
They're really stylish, but also maybe he'll come back. Maybe he'll come back if I bait him in. No?
See, that's the thing. Would probably be high-level magic even I don't know or understand.
Over like right here.
She points at the opening.
Or exactly, or they literally came out while you were sleeping.
I mean, it's been on my, like, my set, on my belt ever since I got it, other than when I took my pants off to take a shower. It must have left when I was taking a shower, oh my god!
Completely possible.
That's the only
I
time it
don't
wasn't, like,
think-
on my person. I slept with it.
I don't think. I don't think the bones got out when we took a shower.
That's what they have gotten out.
What,
just
what
seems
can you
illogical.
possibly mean, sir?
You think someone took the bones?
I think somebody probably took the bones.
Somebody took the Endril.
Who?
The elf guy, the end of the world guy.
Oh, I did not pay attention to
It
it.
must have been Endril. We were...
He could probably get in there. Why would he
Remember
want the
when-
bones?
Maybe it
Maybe he was
him
trying...
doing something.
Remember
Maybe
when we
he
were at,
stole the bones from us.
when
Maybe
we
that
were
was
at-
his game.
when we were at Padrames and we tried to get him to appear? Remember that, right?
He didn't. He stopped listening
Didn't.
to us. Maybe that's because he has what he wants.
Or maybe that's because he was sneaking the bones as we were speaking.
Carlon's gonna reach his hand in the bag and see if he can't pull out bone matter of some sort. Like,
You get nothing.
yeah. He's like, okay. Interesting. Just thought I'd try that to see if they decompose to turn to ash and whatnot. Bone ash, etc.
What's this about a disappearing skeleton?
There was a skeleton in the bag. There is no longer a skeleton in the bag.
A bag of holding?
Please.
Creepy.
Sorry. Aster's having a time.
I mean, what if the skeleton comes back and isn't a nice skeleton? You know, skeletons kind of...
Most skeletons
Wait a
aren't
minute,
nice
Aster.
skeletons
If
they
that
don't have
skeleton
flesh
was
on them.
your future self skeleton, as we had discussed, then maybe the conversation we had saved your future self from dying.
Wait, you're right! If it's a time skeleton, then I'm...
2 swords, Aster. 2 swords.
2 swords!
2 swords. 2 swords. 2
2
swords.
swords!
2
2
swords.
swords!
Okay, so I'm gonna get back to the
Well, I think that solves that mystery.
Ring, Charon, is you only get trace amounts of magic, but there's enough here to let you tell you what it was. This is, as you guys theorized, an expended wish ring.
Sniffs it, like looks it over. Something about a expended wish ring? It lets you like bends the fabric of reality temporarily to
Wish,
your will.
you say?
Like a genie?
Yes, exactly like a genie. He says it's like a monkey's paw. Never try to dabble in that sort of magic. It's a pain in
course.
the ass.
Well,
Oh.
well, someone clearly used it then to do some... Maybe it was Skeleton Man. Maybe
But,
he wished for a friend and he got his little clockwork crap.
Oh, right, that crab and fish thing both have souls. They're animals.
Stan, are you thinking it was me? It wasn't me. Unless it was. But I'm hearing right now not to do it, so I won't.
All I know is that you're probably wrong. The only wish that was ever wished in the history of wishes was the wish of Carbonia.
How was that?
Well, Carbonia wished for the Knightly Order of Carbonia to come into existence, to enact the rights and justice on the entirety of the world.
So are you saying that you're a being made of pure magic and bent realities?
Well, no, I have a mother and a father.
A magical mother and a father?
But
It was the wish that sparked the formation of the Order. The Order wasn't wished into existence. That'd be ridiculous.
How much space do you have left in that bag again?
I'm not putting a deer corpse in my bag.
Yes, we're still mourning the loss of the bones.
I just don't want it smelling up the place.
We're not ready for a new corpse yet. It's too soon. Yeah, Charon, don't worry about it.
There's an old spot here. Here. Why don't we...
I can just carry it. It's fine. I can keep up with Viractik probably. And this can be a bit of a workout.
Really get
You're gonna tire yourself out doing that.
Why did we rent this card if everybody's just gonna go walk?
That's not Seraphin bought it.
This is my cart.
That doesn't change the question.
I know it's a little bit late, but I feel like we should name him.
The
The
corpse.
horse or the deer?
I mean, I know it's just a corpse, but it's along for the adventure.
I mean, how about we don't name
Yeah.
the dead deer?
Bunko.
Well, we're probably gonna
No.
eat for tonight.
Yeah, you can call him breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I have found him delicious.
Seraphin, do you know how much further it is to the capital from here?
We're like 2 days out.
Alright.
She puts her hands behind her back.
I'm just gonna kick back and relax then. Gotta store up energy for those zombie slaying muscles.
Don't get too comfortable.
I'm going to count trees.
To count trees. We're in a forest.
Don't
Well,
worry,
you won't get bored then.
I'm a fast counter.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Anyway, I'm gonna roll perception to see if anything tries to sneak up on us.
Alright, sure, go ahead. Yeah, no, nothing. People on the roads actually seem a lot more quiet.
Making camp for the night.
Yep, that's the plan.
Or which is the place we camped out last time we came this way. We're gonna camp there again.
I don't
hell
quite
no.
want to camp there again. No offense, Viractik, it's a fine idea, since, you know, the fire pit would theoretically still be
I
there.
mean, if we camp there, don't we know that there isn't gonna be attacks since we already killed the attackers?
Who's to say that the new group of attackers hasn't been scoping it out?
I feel like
If they
staying...
are, then they find out that we, are just, we knock them down quickly, you know?
Although there is logic to what you're proposing, Aster. I'd say staying in the same spot that you've already been attacked once is bound to be bad luck.
I feel like, if anything, we just need to be vigilant no matter where we stay. These places aren't safe yet. And it's running amok and, you shall not be named or whatever the hell. The green fire. Not exactly the safest.
I'm pretty sure between him and us, we've killed all the bandits and most of the undead in the area, so...
I feel like that's how you get yourself killed, Viractik.
I'm not saying we can't put up a watch. I'm just saying I'm not that concerned.
Well, yours seems to be good as a place, isn't it?
No, we're not just traveling alone this time, we've got a guest. What do you think?
We had a guest last time, too. Remember, he got a bag stuck over his head and then killed a man.
I mean,
Look up, I'm trying to be hospitable.
I'm no common merchant. I can fend for myself relatively well.
So
Yes,
we
Previous
use
people
good to
the
know.
old camp, and if there are bandits, we kill them. Yeah. Or
Remember,
defend ourselves
Aster,
would be
we
like-
try to dissuade bandits before killing them.
Right. Well, I mean, last time we didn't do that though. So I'm just like,
Well, if we are in a place to, then we shall.
Sure, Leosthane, I'm just trying to psych myself up for the case in which we actually have to kill someone again, because I really don't want to do that.
Alright, understood.
Oh, all right. So are you guys going to use the old campsite or not?
My vote's for.
He'll just go along with what people are saying. So yeah.
So, which one of you is going to clean the deer carcass?
That's pretty okay.
It was very fortunate for us to happen across these deer who were very close to the road. Did anyone else notice that not any other carts passed by?
Maybe bandits are becoming really common. Didn't see any marshals this time either.
That or it's like a holiday and you just didn't know.
Who cares? We got deer. It's awesome. I just want to get started cooking. This is going to be great.
Chlorine is actually over by the trees over here. She has a kind of a deep bowl that she pulls out of her bag, and she kind of holds her hands over the ground around the roots of the trees and begins a kind of like a pulling motion, and water begins to float up out of the ground and into the bowl.
We talked to her at the tavern. She's a seer.
A seer? What does that mean?
Like a fortune teller.
Aster just gives her a cheerful smile.
You guys said you camped here before?
Yes, but we unfortunately had bad
we
luck
had-
the first time.
There's about 15 graves over that way.
Oh, yeah, I see. It looked like a couple of them got dug up. Like, probably wild animals, wolves, scavengers.
I'm gonna go over there and roll nature to see if those were dug up by animals.
Yeah,
Oh, by all
I'm gonna
means,
also
please
say
do.
eyebrow raise. Take a
Okay.
look.
22!
This looks kind of typical of, like, natural predators just coming through. What's your story? What's got you all traveling on the road together?
Well,
Leo took the same job, and now we're kind of stuck with each other because we decided to murder a man.
Bound by blood or something hokey like that.
You murdered someone?
The
The
Count.
Right.
I
of course.
believe it was you killed him in self-defense when you tried to stop him on the road.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, right, of course.
I wouldn't be so
definitely didn't
hasty about
first.
using the term murder. Let's get murder out of our vocabulary before we reach the capital. How's that sound?
If you want to know why I'm on the road, Miss Chlorine, it's because I'm a sworn knight protecting a princess.
Princess, you say? Oh, that
Well,
sounds
technically I'm not protecting her right now, but I'm training to be really good at protecting her.
That sounds exciting. And how long have you been serving your lady?
Since as long as I can remember, honestly. Ever since I was able to hold a sword.
See, fascinating. And are you good with a sword?
Oh, I'm great with a sword.
Ah, that's good.
Show her the sword. Show her.
Oh yeah,
Two
she
swords,
totally
two
pulls up
swords.
the sword at that sword.
Show me your skills. Yes. Ah, I see. A very fine weapon indeed.
This is
Your
fast.
eyes do not deceive you, for there are indeed 2 of them.
Oh yeah, I have 2 of them now. We don't worry about that. That's 2 swords. Dual wielding. 2 swords. I'm working on it.
It's kind of scary because we found the other identical sword alongside a skeleton in a bag of holding, and the skeleton has gone missing recently.
That is very spooky.
Yeah. If
That
you happen to
is-
see a skeleton in the woods, not to unnerve you, but would be helpful to let us know.
I just had
That's
the worst plane hoppers flashback.
Oh god!
Oh,
Guys, it was just one
It's
skeleton.
just one skeleton.
Green Fallen.
Just one skeleton in the woods. It won't destroy your true
Anyway,
sight.
let's just hope that there's a cabin nearby that we can barricade ourselves in.
as you guys are chilling, you guys start to hear the sound of hoofbeats.
Hans?
Hang on a second. That might be coming down the
Well, it's a
road.
good thing I have my mask on already.
Wait a moment. Are we followed here?
Why
We're
would
off,
they follow us?
we're off the path pretty far.
In my experience, when you hear random people knowing of your location.
Whoa
Not a
there!
good sign.
Whoa there! Whoa there! Sergei, Chekhov, please come down. Hello, travelers. How are you this fine evening?
Oh!
Hungry, what you want?
Previously unbothered. How goes your day?
Quite well. I'm on my way to the capital to spread word of my circus.
Sorry, I had a moment.
The song is called Dark Woods Circus.
Oh,
It's just gonna be like,
we
Well,
might
good
be
luck with
seeing
that.
you there then.
Yeah, kind of brings the horses to a stop and kind of
Oh
hops
god,
off.
what have you done? He's stopping. What are you doing?
He walks up to you, Jed, and hands you a flyer for the Deep Wood Circus.
deep woods? Does it say anything else?
Yes, in the heart of the Deep Wood in Arodia. Come by for fun, fantasy, and entertainments.
Amalia, that's
see
north
the
of the
vis-
capital, right?
That's west.
West, okay.
I'm going far and wide, spreading word of my little shindig. A means to bring joy to the people in these troubling times.
An absolute a wonderful and noble cause, unlike many others. Sir, I implore you, please, let your horses rest and stay a bit. Tell us about your circus.
Oh, if you must, if you insist, who am I to deny such hospitality?
Leo Jed's gonna be just like,
What the fuck are you doing? What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, he ties the reins of his horses to the tree, and
Wait.
checks the back, knocks on the door a little bit, mutters something, and then
So Viractik, I'm trying to get Charon to find things that he enjoys more, and what the circus is all
looks
about.
at Charon, looks at the person.
I don't think this is the way to do that.
You guys have fun with the clown. I'm gonna take a walk.
dear miss, mind if I take a seat? Of course, sure.
Okay, so just to clarify something real quick, does this guy just look like a normal person?
He looks exactly as his portrait depicts him.
Okay.
So, okay, to clarify, this isn't Garamond, right?
This is not Garamond, no.
You use this token for Garamond. Okay, good to know.
Okay.
So, yes. It's a tradition that my father used to do before me. Every now and then we'd host a circus in the deep wood. Surrounded by trees on all sides, big tents and rides and oddities of all natures all around. Like the two-headed woman. Or the man with the body of a serpent. Or did I ever tell you about the child of snakes for hands? Oh, very odd.
Snakes for hands. I never.
Snakes for
You hear
hands
that, Lewis?
in-
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't
Admission
think
is
that
only
would
a
be a
mere
thing.
copper. Is that all? We have fun and games and prizes.
Did you mention snakes?
I did. The poor lad was born with them. 2 king cobras for hands. Poisonous as can be.
Someone's talking about being able to grab anything.
He has some control over them, don't you know? The snakes seem to grab onto whatever he wishes them to. I found him in the desert south of the Shiwen dynasty, don't you know? And we also have such glorious, wonderful music of all kinds, of every instrument imaginable. We have performers of great acrobatic talent. It is quite the spectacle. You should come see if you find yourself in Arodia. It'll be going on for the next few months, so no rush.
Mom?
Is
That
it,
sounds excessive.
is it Arodia that way?
She points the opposite direction of where the cart is
Yes,
going.
you said you were going to the capital city.
Yes, to spread word to all the lands about the circus.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay, yes, I follow now. Well, that actually clears up a lot of confusion. I thought the circus was going to be held there.
Aye. There might be a bit of a slight performance from a few. Depends on how things go and how the crown is currently acting towards Orodian travelers. There's a bit of conspiracies flying around and wicked accusations of Orodian spies. We only want peace. We only want to be friends with our eastern neighbors, don't you know?
That would be ridiculous. That's like calling you a spy. You're not a spy, you're just a circus guy.
I'm not a spy. I'm an entertainer.
Exactly. I don't know why exactly a spy would choose to go about their spy business, spreading good humor and manners and such.
For the low price of a single copper for admission, it is
I'm
a
telling
steal.
people that they're a spy. If you're a spy, wouldn't you not tell people that you're a spy?
In fact, if you were a spy, why would you even bring that up? Doesn't that kind of like immediately arise suspicions?
I've been waylaid so many times. It's so rude to see me, see how I dress and immediately assume I am a spy. When all I want to do is bring peace and happiness and joy to the people of Maragaza.
Peeks her head out.
Have you considered not dressing like a spy?
Aye, this is the same outfit my father wore, and my grandfather, and his father before. Passed
Maybe they
down
were
through
spies.
generations. Oh, nonsense, and I take quite offense to that, young one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it as offense. I'm just like, if someone sees you as a spy, that might mean that you're a spy. Have you considered... Maybe you're a spy and you didn't even know it.
That would be the greatest act of the century, wouldn't it?
So brilliant, you fooled even yourself.
Yeah, he takes off his top hat, pulls out a notepad, jots a few things down, puts it back in his top hat, and puts it on his head. Nate.
Is that where you keep your notes? Up in your hat?
It is. Best place to keep them. I always know what's on my mind. Hey!
You got me there. Do you care for any stew?
But the night is long and and so is the road. I should be on my way. But thank you all very much for your hospitality. You are all wonderful people. Leosthane.
How do you know my name?
I've heard of you. There's been rumors of a
How do you know my name?
Carbonia. There's been rumors of a Carbonian knight by that title coming through the lands. I'm glad to see that they are true. May the light of Carbonia shine just
Forgive
again.
me if you already said it, but what is your name, kind stranger?
Oh, I'm simply known as the Ringmaster. That's all the name I've ever needed, and all the name I'll ever need.
Ringmaster.
Oh, boy.
What about other ringmasters? Do they have to pay you royalties or something?
No. Each ringmaster is their own. But the title of ringmaster has been passed down through generations. And honestly, I've gone by it so much, I've plain forgotten my own name.
He's like a ringmaster for ringmasters.
A master of ringmasters.
The ring grandmaster, even.
The ring grandpa!
He checks his watch. Well, I simply must be going. I wish you all a wonderful night, and I hope to see you at the circus someday.
Oh, thanks. Safe travels, Mr. Ringmaster.
And you too, fair lady. And, he gets back in his cart. They head off.
Jed walked off and was going to stealth behind the tents. Back over here.
Okay.
I want to basically watch from a different angle and see if he tries to steal anything from anyone.
Alright. But, yeah, none of that really happens. He just goes on and disappears into the distance.
It was just a dream.
Also, once he's gone, Lewis turns to everyone and is like, that was weird, right?
That was weird.
I mean, it's a bit
A
strange
little
that
off the path.
the ringmaster would be making his way all out into these
Next
secluded
time we
woods.
get any goddamn solicitors, I'm going to start throwing things.
We also didn't,
Honestly,
see
fair.
any carts until right now. Isn't that strange that we didn't see anybody till right now?
It's very strange, which is why I'm going to start throwing things if people start trying to solicit us.
You can start throwing
Yeah.
things now. I mean, it's good arm practice.
Yes, but I don't want to throw out my arm before they actually start arriving.
You should throw things at me, though. I want dodge practice.
You weird little child.
Viractik. You go for your walk into the woods.
Oh no.
Into the woods.
What are we doing to Viractik?
You walk for a good distance, clearing your mind, just thinking whatever you may be. And you come upon a clearing.
Not about clowns.
And this clearing seems odd, considering that there is a set of fountains and a statue in the middle of it. A statue, very obviously depicting the Wild Mother.
Never mind. You're having prayers for a while. Fucking, I can't do the management thing that he taught me anyway without when I'm around people anyway, so it's just... And I gotta sit down on the edge of the pool, and I'm gonna pull out a holy symbol for the ordaining, the giant pantheon. I'm gonna start going into a slight meditative state. I pray to the gods above and below. I pray to Stromnus for wisdom. I pray to Memnor for clever trickery. I claim to Scoractus for ingenuity. I claim for Surtur for skill. I claim for Gorlantor for a good harvest and a good feast. And I trade for Thrym for strength.
As you go through this and you start to reach your meditative state, you feel a very familiar presence come over your mind. And a familiar weight tugging at your shoulder.
Yeah, this is why I didn't pray.
You were supposed to protect us.
I know, kid.
You were supposed to lead us.
I know, kid.
Why did you let me die?
There was no way I could save you.
Why do you fail so many? Why do you fail? Aren't you Viractik the Mighty? Weren't you supposed to be the hero of Erodia? You're just a washed up phony. You couldn't protect anyone and now they're all dead. Me included. I trusted you and you let me down. You don't deserve to live. And you feel, once again, as he always does, you feel his hands try to wrap around your throat. Not quite big enough to find purchase, but you feel that familiar pressure. With some effort, you're able to shrug him away from your mind.
I know, kid. I'm still mortal.
Hello?
Hmm? Who the
Is there someone here?
fuck? Sorry, just wandering around. Don't mind me.
Yeah, from behind the statue, you see a catfolk in the shrine maiden robes.
Yeah, hi. I was just going for a walk, clearing my head. Don't mind me. I'll get out of your hair.
No, I can give you space if you need it.
Nope, I'm just finished. Later.
This shrine hasn't had visitors in such a long time.
I walk away.
Wait, please, listen.
I leave. Viractik does not want to deal with someone right now.
Chad move.
Listen,
Chad Raktik.
Let me come with you at least. It's lonely here. I'm useful. I can play.
Goes to shrine, almost gets choked by a ghost, sees normal person, leaves, refuses to elaborate.
Then gets hunted down by a fucking cat girl. What is happening?
At some point, she does grab you. What was that hanging off you just now?
Straight up trying to lose her in the woods because he does not want anyone to see that. To have seen that and know about that, so he just tried to lose her as quickly as possible.
Make a either survival or stealth, whichever one's better to hide your tracks. You've covered your tracks, and then you turn around. She's right in front of you.
Ah, shit.
It's weird. It's rude to walk away from someone when they're trying to talk to you.
Well, maybe I don't want to talk.
Maybe I don't want to be left alone in the forest anymore.
Then leave the fucking forest!
That's what I'm doing, and I'm following you.
Why?
Because you know the way out, and I don't.
Just pick a direction and walk!
But bugging you is so much more fun.
Oh my... Fine.
I swear to God, if this is another ghost, this is just Viractik's Christmas Carol.
I just love the idea that Viractik is just like, okay, choose a direction, not my direction.
Anyway, what's your name anyway?
Viractik.
Arya.
Great.
And he talks your ear off with pointless banter all the way back.
Yep, alright, you wanted to avoid the clown and you got a furry.
Did you really win this?
Holy shit!
What's the state of the world anyway? Like, I've been kind of lost for a long fucking time. Oh. Sees everyone else.
Oh yeah, she'd see
Viractik,
Jed hiding
where
behind
did
a
you-
tent.
Just like a fucking creep.
Oh, well.
Arya just kind of walks up next to Viractik, sees Jed. Is he some kind of pervert or something?
Oh, he's a
Give up.
Where
he's
did
a
you
knight of
find a woman
Stormhaven.
in the fucking forest?
Why?
You're a chick in the
Viractik, what?
fucking forest.
I didn't know you
Also,
got
how
bitches.
dare you? Of course I'm a pervert. What?
Lewis walks up and then just says, "No solicitors."
Do I need to throw the ball bearings?
I mean, you did say you were going to do it to the next
I'm
solicitor.
throwing a ball bearing.
Viractik, did you get a date?
Fuck if I know.
Oh, that's an advantage.
That's a fist.
What, am I
I'm throwing a
Into the
singular
woods.
ball bearing.
Accidentally
That's
found,
fine.
accidentally found a hidden shrine.
Did you just
she was
shake-
there.
did you just
She
shake a
followed
tree
me
and she
here.
fell out or something?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay.
You mean
okay.
opposed from the hidden shrine that's like a 10-minute walk that way? That Charon and I went to last time we were here?
That would,
Like
that would,
another
Wild
shrine?
Mother?
No, it wasn't to the
Shrine
Wild
to
Mother.
Goddamn wood.
Okay, apparently more than one.
It is kind of strange that there's so many shrines out here in such close proximity as well.
Seraphin just learned bullet.
Oh, nice shot.
Wait.
You're welcome. No solicitors.
she catches it in a fluid motion, throws it right back to you.
Yo, monk off, monk
Okay,
off, monk off.
Monk off.
Monk off, monk off.
What the fuck is deflect missiles? I automatically beat that. I have an 8 to the roll.
She just kind of eyes you. Interesting.
Yo, seriously.
Seriously,
we've,
no solicitors.
Yeah, we've had
off.
We've had way too many times where a random person just comes in and it all.
Are you also from the circus? Hey, show me your hands.
She puts up her hands.
Damn, they're not snakes.
No, why would I have snakes? on my
If you
hand?
were from the circus, which you're clearly not, you're clearly another random person.
No, I'm from the old Wild Mother Shrine. That way, she points.
I think I'm gonna make an executive decision. We're packing up camp. We're moving somewhere else. Fuck this spot.
Fuck this stuff.
I
Fuck
agree.
this spot.
I sincerely apologize for them. Here, please take some stew.
What's Charon doing here? You're someone from the Wild Mother.
They want to.
In a catatonic state.
They want to hit the road. You're welcome to trail.
Oh, thank you. Listen, I've kind of been stuck in the woods for a long time.
Sorry, did you say you've been stuck in the forest?
Yep, until that one came by my shrine. Points at Viractik.
Just walk.
Wait a minute.
That's a good way to get yourself killed.
You don't seem like
Beat
you're trying
staying
to.
in a forest.
You don't seem like you're trying to sell us anything.
No, I just want to get the hell out of here.
I mean, technically, that's what we're doing.
Yes,
The cart's
we're on a trip to the
enough
capital
as
city.
it is. We're not inviting more people.
Kid, we can't.
Half of you already walk alongside the cart.
I love your hair. It's so pretty.
Thank you. I like your, is that makeup? Or is that,
Yeah, it is.
it's very pretty.
Thank you. I put it on
What's
every
your
day. Arya.
I'm Aster Cotswin. So I'm knight.
Sir
You're a knight?
Leosthane.
Yeah, or, well, knight in training.
I'm sure you'll be
Not
a
yet.
something knight.
Thank you.
I was kind of protecting the shrine and trying to maintain it, but no one ever came, so it kind of just seemed pointless.
Well,
Did you-
Viractik found it.
Did you
That's
notice
still
any
nothing
bandits
happened.
out here, like, about a week hence?
A week ago? I found the camp drenched in blood, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, that was us. Hi.
Holy Shit, you killed them all?
No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Technically not, but also, what the fuck? What do you want? What are you selling? What are you trying to steal from us? No, we won't join your cult, etc., etc. Where are your hiding guards, etc.?
He just kind of looks at you flabbergasted.
It looks full, just fucking done with her shit.
Are all of them just this rude?
Seraphin, she was just explaining that she's out here in the woods without a map.
Oh, yeah, she's just out here, just completely lost, you know, in these bandit-infested woods while a war is going on to the south, and she's perfectly fine with no scratches or bruises.
Hold up! There's a war going on?
Oh, yeah, see, and she's feigning ignorance of current events. Look, this is fishy as fuck. I don't want a part in it.
If we walk back that way, I can show you where the hell I've been living for the past fucking 10 years since I was a child. I can show you the hole I regularly dig in order to do my business, because I have nowhere else to fucking go and no other place out of here. So...
Lewis cringes.
Viractik, she doesn't have a toilet. Can she please at least come with us a little bit till we get to a place with a toilet?
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck you. Fuck your posh attitude. Fuck your...
My posh attitude? Well, the fuck do you mean posh attitude? No, stop. He's gonna, like, push her back as she tries to walk past him.
You know, actually, no. Fuck you. She reaches in her pocket, pulls out a little white glove, and throws it at you. Duel me!
He looks at it. He looks at her. He looks back at it.
Fight Club.
Leosthane nods to Aster.
Fight Club.
Yeah, it's just like...
Oh,
for the love of God, you aren't royalty, are you?
Not that I know of.
Where'd you learn that?
I mean, if I was royalty, I wouldn't have been left in the woods all by myself, now would I?
You might have been.
You might have been. I heard stories about it.
Jed just sighs, and he pulls a white glove out of his fucking pocket, which is clearly way too small for him, and then just slaps Arya back with it.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Excellent. Arya takes a few respectful steps back, turns towards you. She reaches her arms. She reaches her hands into the sleeves of her robes and pulls out two short swords.
Leosthane is going to start packing up the tents.
Try not to cut these.
Lewis looks at the two of them and just kind of says to Seraphin, not really trying to hide it, just like, so, who you betting on?
I bet on Jed any day.
Yeah, probably.
Alright.
I won't exactly be surprised if the other one does it.
She's been lost in the load for 10 years. I don't think she's the practice.
Jed's just gonna crack his
Yeah, I mean,
neck.
she caught your thing, but like...
Pulls out his blade.
Excuse me, I'm taking the tents through here.
I'll help Leosthane back up.
I love it!
Yeah, same. I am too.
Yeah, also, same. I'm packing up food. While this is going on.
Wait,
What's Clarine think of this? Is
What-
Clarine,
what-
like,
what do you know,
engaged or just
Clarine?
off-put by this?
Apparently the busiest place out in these woods is right where we decide to camp.
I'm fucking here.
Yeah, go figure.
You know what? To make this interesting for me, I'm going to beat your rude ass without even using the cutting edges. And she holds her blades as if they were paddles.
Oh, sweetheart, you don't want to do that.
Seraphin just leans into Jed's ear. Kick her fucking ass.
It's a pleasure.
And, Seraphin, you see Arya strike a very familiar pose.
How
Yes.
familiar?
That's patient defense. And, she just waits.
Just
Before
wait.
Seraphin walks off with the rest of her stuff, Seraphin just goes, act like you're fighting me, but I'm going all out on you for once.
No, dude. Thanks.
And he's gonna have the Great Blade in one hand, as he does, flipping it around with a level of dexterity that, yeah, it doesn't make any goddamn sense for a blade that big. He's gonna take a step forward and he's gonna swing at her.
Right? 17 will hit.
11 slashing.
Now you understand why you listen to what the fuck I say.
And he is going to sweep it around even harder and try and knock her on her ass.
Alright.
The second attack. I know it's disadvantage, I'm sad.
15 will still hit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
14.
She's got a shitty wisdom.
And he's just gonna, like, flatten his gaze at her, gonna get right up in her grill, towering over top of her, and just be like,
You're in the wrong neck of the woods, kid.
lived in these woods all my life. And she's going to dive at you.
Alright.
Does a 18 hit?
Meets a pizza.
Okay. 4 damage. Then with the other hand, she spins around to smack you on the back of the head with the other weapon. And a natural 20. That'll be 10 points of damage. She fucking socks you upside the head.
He takes the pow 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 in the face, and he's just going to take his fist, grab her forehead, and slam her down onto the ground.
Alright. He pirouettes to the other side. Well, look at you, you really are a pervert, being all grabby hands. I'm a child, you know.
At least that makes a reasonable
Dude.
excuse for
Dude,
your
I'm
shitty manners.
I'm literally a
My
man.
shitty manners? You're the one that got all hostile with me when I just wanted to fuck someone to guide me out of this fucking forest.
Buddy, you don't just walk into someone's camp and demand service.
Wasn't going to. I literally walked in and immediately started being a cop. You know what? Fuck you. Started swinging at you. That'll be 10 points of damage, bludgeoning as she smacks you upside the head with the flat of her blade. How do you like that, old timer?
I think I'm done with your shit, kid.
I'm gonna steady aim, advantage, swing around my greatsword, knock her down.
Yeah, you send her fucking flying through a loop and she just smacks her head on the log.
Just catch her midair. Just. You're done, kid.
I almost had him.
No, you didn't.
If this was a real fight, I would have cut your head off. I only gave you a chance to keep hitting me because I wanted to teach you a fucking lesson. But it seems you're too nimble to, let something like that sink in.
What was it my mother always said? She puts her weapons back in her sleeves and she bows to you. Thank you for the lesson in defeat. If you want me to leave, I will.
Well, at least she's more polite than the other guy.
Yeah, you just missed the Grandmaster, Grand Ringmaster, whatever he was called.
I'm glad you at least took the lesson. Safe travels.
Okay.
Road's that way, by the
It was
way.
nice meeting you.
Oh yes, no problem.
Hi.
We're going to moving camp, apparently.
Are we?
Follow the road east. It'll lead you out of the forest.
Alright.
You're about a day's from Pine Rest if you go that way. We're just really going to let like an
We get
actual.
one more solicitor.
I'm gonna kill him.
I don't want to have
Probably.
to beat up whoever the hell comes in here. That shit with the glove was out of left field, though.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Did you
I'm
ever
going to
pick
go.
that up, or did you just leave it lying on the floor?
If you want to pick up a more secluded spot to set up camp, go right ahead. I'm going to go make sure she's okay. You know how it's been weird. There's lots of weird people coming through here.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird magic forest in a way.
I don't know if some gung-ho child is going to be able to remember our directions. If you want to find another more secluded spot to set up camp, then by all means.
What do you all think? We stay
Despite our
here.
encounters here, I think we should stay.
Yeah, I mean, if we think about it, the odds that someone else will also come here are
Don't
pretty
even
low.
say it. Don't even say it.
You're jinxing us, Lewis.
Yeah.
Stop it.
That's fair, that's fair.
He goes over here and starts putting the fucking tent back
Watch,
up.
someone's gonna come down the road right now. Yeah, that probably.
Hold on a moment. I got you.
Aster's gonna run over here. Oh my, what? Oh, hi.
Right as Lewis says that,
Aster was gonna run over and like be a person on the road, but then sees someone actually on the road, stops, looks back at him, looks back at the guy.
That was the weirdest fucking thing
Okay,
I've
now
ever seen.
I'm going to go doubly make sure she's okay. I don't like that guy's vibe.
Jed, I know you're cautious, but she seemed pretty young. You sure it's a good idea to leave her out on her own?
If she's been surviving for 10 years, then I mean...
If she has memories of her mother, she's at least 14, which makes her only 1 year younger than Aster.
We pointed her in the direction out of the forest. She said she's lived here her whole life. She'll know the area well enough to not be fucking assassinated.
She also said that she was law.
I also lied. She did almost blow me down. She's
Really?
not fighting. Fighting strength. She'll be fine.
So, Leosthane, how rapidly do you follow her?
Leosthane is seeing a literal child walk off unattended into the fucking woods. Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm glad that there's one person who has like a.
We have a
strict
variety of
moral
morality
compass.
here. It's really fun.
Yeah.
If that child had stuck around, I was willing to beat the shit out of her.
It was the attitude and the I'm better than you bullshit that Jed and Seraphin were just immediately like, oh, fuck off.
Oh, shut up.
Aster just thought she was pretty and was wondering why everyone was being so rude, but also is like, I'm not gonna stop them because I trust their judgment, but also...
No soliciting. It's the best thing
No
to show
fucking soliciting!
Here's the thing. Viractik got immediately spooked because someone might have seen me at my lowest, tried to leave, got followed, basically got demanded, hey, you showed up at my shrine, you gotta take care of me now. I've already got this big-long kid, I don't need a second one.
Mikey cannot stop adopting
Mikey
Amy.
accumulates tag-along children. Because think about it.
He had a
Mist,
dead child too,
this
apparently.
game,
I'm gonna come over to Seraphin and be something like, we really have to push her away.
if Aster's gonna come up to Seraphin and be like, do we have to push her away, and Aster wants to go, Seraphin will go with her. Not because Seraphin wants to go, but because Seraphin cares about Aster.
Yeah, Leosthane, you're having a hard time keeping up with her. Like, she is towering ahead.
Leosthane's going to try to call out to her if she's like, if he's not fast enough.
Wait! Wait! Hang on a second!
Does seem to stop and turn around and look at you, Leosthane. Now what?
You said it yourself. You get lost out here. Gonna show you where the road is, so you can make it to either Pine's Rest or head on to the capital.
I'm pretty sure I'm standing on the road, and your friends don't want me around anyway. And she starts to turn and walk.
Do you need me to catch up with her?
I don't think I'm gonna be able to, yes.
I don't know. I don't feel good about letting her go. Clearly there's something up with her. I don't know what exactly.
Wait, Arya!
But we can't let her go alone, I don't think.
What? Aster?
Just like panting, slows down next to Leosthane, just like,
Wait, please.
I'm confused why, but okay.
'Cause
she says in between breaths,
not everyone agrees with Sir Viractik all the time. And a knight has to make her own choices.
Oh? And what's your choice, Sir Aster?
I want to hear you out.
Make a persuasion check.
alright. Yo, Leo, hit me with that help action, I'm gonna fail.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing.
Thank you.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Well, where do you want to go? Seems like you went away from the shrine. Yeah, it seems like you're the only one here.
I've been kind of on my own for years now.
Why have you been on your own?
Well, I used to tend to the shrine with my mother, but she got sick and passed, and I never really knew the way anywhere, so I just kind of stayed where it was familiar. And I've kind of lived at the shrine.
Friends?
What the fuck's a friend?
I'm gonna show you.
Aster steps forward and holds out her hand.
I honestly
Big
don't know
dumbass
if we can
grin
teach
on her
you
face.
all these things. We might...
No,
Let's
I'm
take you
teaching.
to a school. That's what we should do. Let's take her to
Leo,
a school.
Leosthane. Sir Leosthane. Sir Leosthane, I implore you, I beseech you. Let me do this.
Hesitantly at Seraphin. Looks back at Aster. You sure this is okay?
Yes, I'm sure. She continues holding her hand out.
She just kind of like awkwardly reaches out her hands and with both hands kind of grabs your hand.
You know what? That's close enough. All right.
She just like up and down.
And voila! We're friends now.
Okay. You have a really cool sword, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's a unique, one of a kind, or one of two kinds.
Aster.
What?
2 swords?
2 swords.
Sword
Wait,
friendship.
2 swords.
Sword friendship.
Sword friendship.
Your sword. She pulls her out, kind of clacking together. Hey.
Aster, sidebar.
Sidebar.
See, I told you hanging out with both the swords had a purpose.
Yeah, this is exciting. And maybe if she really likes it or something, I could give it to her as like a friendship gift.
Seraphin, you seem indifferent about all of this.
I am here so you two don't get murdered. That is my job.
You're saying you think I would murder them?
No.
You're
I don't
saying
trust
that we
the rest of the
saw
woods.
a weird guy out in the woods and then a clown.
I
Last
think
time
maybe even Aster could take you down.
They don't trust the clown.
Last time around here, we got attacked by bandits. A lot of them.
Hey, there are clowns?
There was a.
There's weird things playing out in these woods.
I know. Until recently, there was quite a few
Anyway,
weird,
even if
rotten
I'm sorry.
people walking around.
well, yeah, we saw our own fair share of those. But I wanted to set
zombies,
my
and
hand
bandits.
forward as a representative of Stormhaven, even if Sir Viractik doesn't want to help you.
She like pats her heart.
I promise I'll get you to the next town safely.
Okay. She kind of blushes a little bit.
It's not Sir Vardak's wagon. It's Seraphin's.
Oh,
Turns to Seraphin. I really don't want to travel alone if I can help it. Would it be okay if I tagged along? At least for a while?
First, you must fight me.
She, you see her kind of bow her head and pray for a moment. Okay then.
Yeah, plot twist, surprise, Seraphin is the one that you should be scared about out here.
That's the earliest thing. You know you're correct.
I've seen you in 1v1s.
I know.
Should I use my swords, or should we let her fist talk?
Oh, whichever you prefer.
Doesn't draw her weapons.
Seraphin won't draw her staff.
Alright. Looks like we're doing this again!
Monk fight.
Monk fight!
Doesn't mean I have the AC advantage.
Okay,
You ready to get fucking popped?
shit! Oh no!
Arya deflects the first fist and turns with a smug look back to you and just catches it full in the nose.
Ow.
Wonderful. Here's Hands of Harm.
It's nice, but it feels like you're holding back. She, will hold up her fist and she will come at you.
God, the cockiness on this motherfucker.
That'll be an 11 and a 14 to hit.
Nope. I just like full on just like backhand one, backhand the other. Are you sure?
She's going to come at you again with a 15
Nope.
and 21.
Yeah, that is. Seraphin like lets her head turn as she gets smacked. That's all you got? You sure? Alright.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. She doesn't quite react well enough in time for the first strike, but she catches her composure and boom, boom, blocks the next two.
Cool. End of my turn, I'll patient defense.
Alright. She is going to pop off to it at you. The one goes right past your head of a 9.
Nope.
And she's going to try to peer out around you, and 15
Nope.
and a 19.
That hits.
She catches you in the back of the head for 6 damage.
Sorry, 3.
You catch her at the first, but miss the other 2.
Cool. Boop.
Hey.
Go down.
Nice.
Fuck. You catch her once, she tries to spin around, and she's about to come at you, and then you just catch her full in the face, and she falls to the ground. Ah. You'll...
How fought?
Your attitude needs work.
Are you alright? Are you hurt at all?
Fine.
Last key. Heal 5. Seraphin just like picks her up and heals her.
Oh. He actually returns the favor. I can do that too. You notice her way of doing it is a bit different from yours. Did I pass some kind of test, or should I start walking, or...
We can get you to the next town.
He bows you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I came off rude earlier, by the way. I'm not pleased to interact.
What? Is this the first time that you've met anyone out here in 10 years?
No. I've met someone kind of like you before, and I think, honestly, you're trying, and that's all that you really need to do. I think you're doing a good job at it, too.
I founded one or two, but they were bad and tried to hurt me, so I kind of made them not a problem anymore.
Well, we don't really hurt people unless they're trying to hurt us, or unless they challenge us to a duel, you know.
Oh.
But that's in more of like a fun way.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, well, we should head back to the capital. Fire and such. I wouldn't want to get lost here. Lost out here on this road once the sun goes down fully.
Are you sure it'll be okay with that, though?
You'll be fine. Just...
You'll have to report to me.
Even if they're not fine with it, I'll stand up for you.
Right.
Exactly. Most people, though, aren't actually mean. They just like to be left alone.
I just don't want people selling them things, and I think Jed's just really tired and has a migraine from the clown.
You guys would return, I assume, relatively unassailed.
Lewis is telling one of the stories of how he found his dog. It jumped down a well, and then Lewis found it, like, in town, in one of the shops.
It rode away on the anchor of an airship.
When Arya and Aster come in, Aster is going to take Arya over this way and just like guide her over to where Jed is.
He kind of sheepishly steps behind Aster.
She would just like grab her shoulder or like hold her coat or something to just try and reassure her. And then Jed would look around and just be like,
Hi.
Leosthane stares at Jed.
What's with this kid?
I'm sorry if I came off as rude earlier. I haven't really interacted with people normally in about 10 years.
Sir Viractik, I would like to humbly request that you allow Miss Arya to travel with us to the next town, so that she is safe and protected. And also so that we can maybe help her find friends.
If it makes you feel better, your friend beat the shit out of me.
Jed just eyes Seraphin.
Seraphin's glaring at the fire. You can't see it through the mask, but you can feel
Just
it.
light reflecting off of the lenses.
Off the eyeglasses!
Lewis is just kind of leaning on his umbrella, looks over at the fucking cat girl, and just kind of goes, "Yeah, you were pretty fucking rude. I guess I'm glad you're not dead, though."
Can I ask for a persuasion from Arya towards Jed? I'm just curious.
Oh, sure. He
Help
seems very
action.
From Aster?
Yeah. It's much better.
Yeah. She kind of just trips over her words at first, stuttering a little, and then I assume that's when Aster would grab her.
And she just like picks up her like sentence and just is like, and it is this, and like continues it to make sure it sounds sound and good. And just like, and just sighs like,
Fine, but we're not a charity.
I can do most things.
Take care of yourself. Don't be intrusive. Mind your manners. We'll get you to the next town.
Especially that last one.
And if you don't know how to deal with manners, ask the kid. She's got a whole book on them.
It's true, I do. But they're also like royal manners, and some of them are weird.
Royal manners?
Yeah, I'm, I think I offhandedly mentioned it, but I'm training to be the Knight of a Princess.
Oh. I see.
Heir to the Leosthane dynasty.
Leosthane. I think, Who are they?
Oh, you don't know who the Leosthane are?
No, not really.
They're like one of the most powerful military powers in the world. Like, whole world. Like, the capital is beautiful. It's up in the mountains in the north. Its capital city is Stormhaven. It's where the princess should come from. And her dad, Viractik. Is where I lived my whole life. It's very cold. It's very white. It's snowy. And the Leosthane are the royal family of Stormhaven. The king currently presiding, Tybalt Leosthane, is Thinks' father. Thinks Leosthane is my princess and the one who I am sworn to protect. I'm not sure what else to tell you, but yeah.
It's in the mountains.
Yeah, the northern mountain region.
But doesn't it get really cold?
Oh yeah, but we've adapted.
Like, with really warm blankets?
Mm-hmm. Lots of them, and lots of fire. And some races, like, the people that live there, the Eliotropes, have very naturally cold-resistant skin.
What's an heliotrope?
Are
they like elves?
Mr. Bardock, do you wanna...
Yeah, they're like me.
He points at his face.
Blue skin, elven ears, have a knack for teleportation magic.
Is she an heliotrope? Points at Chlorine. No, honey. I'm a Ganassi. I'm more elemental than...
I suppose it's a very similar visual distinction.
Sorry, I probably seem really fucking stupid.
You're brighter than some of the common folk. So, don't be too hard on yourself. At least you're accepting our words. Asking questions.
Yeah, and, I don't want to assume you know everything, but, I'm a human.
Cool.
Do you know what humans are?
Yeah. Usually humans that come to bother me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. They usually weren't too much trouble. Actually, Aster, could you make a perception check? You notice on the right side of her face, beneath the bangs, a scar that goes across her temple.
Aster's not gonna ask about that, but noted.
He's going to come over to Seraphin. I know you probably don't like me too much, but you move circles around me. I can't keep up. I was hoping perhaps maybe you could teach me how to fight properly.
You want me to teach you?
You nuts. I know a little bit from what my mother taught me. Before it fell into disrepair, it was known as the Shrine of Tranquility. Now it's just, well, a statue in the woods covered in moss.
I see. Well, since Aster over here does have some training that she also needs to complete with me, you might as well both start.
There's no reason we need to talk about that right now, Seraphin,
Starting tonight.
Oh!
Look at the bright side of things now, Aster. You have a buddy while you're being homeschooled. Isn't that great? Isn't that fantastic?
Can she at least show me the way?
Don't you love trading, Aster? Oh, I just love trading so much.
Aster, didn't you say you had 2 swords?
I mean, yeah, but they're not training swords, and also what Seraphin's gonna do is probably not gonna be swords.
Oh no, I am not going to have you use any sort of weapon.
Yeah, that would be too easy.
No, I'm not going to have you fight at all.
Wait, what are you having me do?
Balance.
Oh no.
But my balance is terrible!
That's the point of training.
Okay, I'm really good at balancing. I used to stand on top of the statue all the time. I can help you.
Don't worry, Aster. With a little bit of help from Seraphin, soon you'll be able to stand on one foot for hours on end with no interruptions.
Oh yes, we're going to be starting by standing on one foot in a tree while I throw ball bearings at you.
And then Jed just like claps
You'll
both of
be
them on the
able
back.
to do it for hours and hours of just standing there on one foot doing nothing, Aster. You'll be great at it.
Don't you want to become a strong knight and be ready to deal with all the rotten tomatoes thrown at you from random, commoners who are angry at you? The fact that you're a knight or what have you. It's perfect training for that sort of thing. And also, your leg's gonna get ripped from standing on one leg all the time.
That's why you've got to make sure that you switch up legs every once in a while.
Lewis takes a swig from, like, a flask, and then is like, kind of turns to Seraphin and is like, damn, you're gonna start with ball bearing throwing?
Oh no, I'm not actually going to do that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just making her fear.
Is that the next one?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Arya looks back at Aster, sees her discomfort. Don't worry, whatever happens, we will do it together.
I heard, frown just melts a little bit, and she's just like, okay,
You're my first friend, and we're in here together.
You know what? Yeah. All right. Do your worst.
she points at Seraphin.
Yeah, give us all you got, and we'll take that and know it a lot.
Make me regret saying anything.
I mean, if I can go see that shrine, that would be very good.
Maybe you can go on a nice little nighttime walk and prepare yourself for training, Think about your life decisions.
Wait, you
that sort
want
of
to
thing,
see
and I'll help Seraphin set up the training arena while you're out.
Wait, you want to see the shrine? I mean, the shrine is pretty safe.
But she says that it's lost some power. It's always good to double check and make sure places of power like that are properly.
I mean, you guys did already pack up camp anyway. You guys could totally visit my home.
Well, since we're going to be leaving, we might as well go.
I'm sure that would give you... See, that puts, what's her name?
Arya.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That puts her at the advantage, though. So we'll have to go back out to the woods to train. But we can go there if you'd like.
And who did you say the shrine was for again? The Wild Mother?
Yes, it was for the Wild Mother.
Just stretch my legs a little bit at least.